The NDA's cycle takes about 12 to 18 months. With MedNova, we could cut that down to 6 to 9 months. So you're essentially getting out the drugs minimum 6 months faster. You're talking about 6 months of sales revenue. And obviously also we're saving patients' lives with cancer patients. If they receive treatment a month faster, that could improve their mortality rate. If you look at drug discovery, we're using AI to help figure out what to target. And so we're cutting down the number of experiments that we need to do. You're helping drug development through the drug formulations, and then you're also helping the clinical space. So when you look at AI across all those different sub-verticals within pharma, it's decreasing the time for these drugs to come out.
And we're going to get on that way of personalized medicine.
Yeah. So MedNova is an AI product that's built specifically for pharma. It's a regulatory AI tool that automates a new drug application. It does it faster, it does it more accurately, and the goal is to get these NDAs approved faster so medicines could be delivered to patients.
When did we start this again?
Yeah, it was early on this year, and we've made terrific progress.
Do you mind explaining some of the stuff that people have seen prior?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest takeaway is that this is an autonomous AI agent writing tool for creating NDAs. The NDAs are usually written and they get submitted and get approved. That cycle takes about 12 to 18 months. With MedNova, we could cut that down to 6 to 9 months. So you're essentially getting out the drugs minimum 6 months faster. So you're getting revenue 6 months faster, which means when you talk about pharma and drugs, there's a patent expiry period. And it's about 20 years. So you have 20 years to sell it exclusive without getting another generic coming in and taking part of your market. If you get it out faster, you're talking about 6 months of advanced sales, 6 months of sales revenue in advance. That's the main advantage. And obviously also we're saving patients' lives. So especially with cancer patients who, if they get a drug out faster, if they receive treatment a month faster, that could improve their mortality rate. The pharma biotech space, it's an industry that's very slow to develop and to implement technology. The main reason for that, it's a regulated space by the Food and Drug Administration. It's been a little more challenging to implement an AI tool and to get adoption. So one of the things that we focus as a company is that we are pharma first, AI company second. What that means is that we have these SMEs that can explain to our clients what this tool is doing from a pharma standpoint, to talk to them about science and not necessarily a bunch of AI terms. And so because of that translation, we're able to, I believe, position ourselves in a place where we speak the language, we get engagement faster, and they're more interested in our product.
You know, what's been your favorite moment so far?
So I've spent 10 years of my career working in big pharma, Pfizer, Bristol Myers Squibb. And in the last 9 years working in AI, ML, and just recently generative AI, implementing AI into cloud solutions. One of my favorite parts is going to these pharma conferences and I can see, the potential uses. The conference that we went to in October, we really saw regulatory, hands down. It's the department in pharma that needs the most help. It's the biggest flat tire. And so going to these conferences and seeing all the different ways we can implement AI has been my favorite part.
I hear people talking about, in the next, coming years, we're going to have advancements within medicine where AI can cure all diseases. You think that's pie in the sky? What's your take on this?
That's a great question. I would not go out and say all diseases, but I think it could solve a lot of them that we currently aren't solving. There's a couple of reasons. First, if you look at drug discovery, which is like research, pure research, not really development, we're using AI to help figure out what to target, like these proteins, like what should they target. And so we're cutting down the number of experiments that we need to do. And we are saying, okay, well, for example, if there's 100 experiments that have been tried for several years, we could cut down that into like a few that could be more targeted. So you're decreasing the number of experiments in discovery. You're helping drug development in terms of getting drugs out faster through the drug formulations. And then you're also helping the clinical space. So when you look at AI across all those different sub-verticals within pharma, it's decreasing the time for these drugs to come out. And so you get these drugs that are more effective, they come out faster. And if you use probability, you're getting more out, there's a higher chance of finding a cure. And so I believe it's not going to cure all disease, but we're going to do a much better job.
And we're going to get on that way of personalized medicine.
Yeah.
Cool stuff, man. Well, again, thankful for the opportunity to be a partner with you in this journey.
Absolutely.
And we're making steps forward for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks.